Hey everybody, welcome to what may or may not be episode 45 of Building with Sand. It is Thursday, March 28th. Is it really the 28th? It is the 28th, 2013. I didn't realize it was Thursday night and that an episode was scheduled to go tomorrow, or today when you're watching this, or maybe never. Yeah, so I just haven't been feeling like doing a update today or an episode. I've been dealing with YouTube stuff recently. There's pretty much only have three components to this series: is me talking, Minecraft, and the song at the beginning and end of the videos, which is made by a good friend of mine. And YouTube is huge pain in the butt. Like, if you guys are watching this and you've never done any of your own LPs or trying to monetize YouTube videos or anything, don't do it. It's a nightmare. YouTube is the worst customer service I've ever experienced. They do not have a phone number, and they do not have email addresses where they will actually reply to you that isn't like a robot. If you go and call them, the number they put on their website, it'll go to a Google directory, and if you try to get customer service, it'll actually tell you thanks for calling, goodbye, and hang up on you. There's nothing further. It'll put you in infinite loop or ask you three questions, and if you don't have problems with one or two, it'll just, be done with you. So YouTube is the worst has the worst customer service I've ever experienced. And that's saying something with, dealing with people like overseas or wherever, when you're trying to get customer service. It's a nightmare that there's no people to talk to. And that's the whole point of customer service, is to have a person to help you out. But to not rant too much, probably depending how long I sit here and talk, this may just be an intermittent episode and whatever. Haven't been doing a lot of work since the last one. Been digging out a whole bunch of this hill. My wife helped me out with pretty much half of it, or almost more than half, digging out sand. It turned out the entire hill was like a honeycomb system of caves, and I've been having to light up and patch up all these caves underneath there so to not make it a nightmare in the future. And I still have a bit more over there, and this one needs to go too. And then I can start digging out all the stone again, or not again, but digging out all the stone and then putting down sandstone or whatever, depending on. I have to mark off where the building is going to go, and then everywhere else is going to get filled in with sand. But that's this is probably, in comparison, this area I'm digging out is easily big as the fort, or nearly as big as the bazaar, or half as big as the palace, and pretty much as big or bigger than Old Town. So it turned out to be quite a lot of work, and I'm getting a lot of sand and stuff. All those chests over there are sandstone. So at least we'll have materials to build this building, or at least some materials. Not much else has been going on. My old sand depository over here, I took down to scavenge for parts, so that building's gone. I've been digging out a canal as well, which I haven't finished, and I need to dig out and put sandstone in. It's going to run a canal all the way from the water down there to all the way over here, and then go down into the sewer, or the sewer that doesn't exist yet. Also, my wife said she did something over at the bazaar. We'll go take a look at that. I feel like I've either been super busy this week or haven't done anything, and I don't know, tried some of both. BioShock Infinite came out Tuesday, and I played that, about half the game the first night, and then beat the game the next day. It was pretty good. I only ever played the second one, and or really different kinds of ores stuff. That's cool. It's a new one. What else was there on? I don't know. But BioShock Infinite was pretty fun. At least until the ending. Last 15 minutes of the game, you're like, what is this? Why did this happen? But it was fun. I enjoyed it. I played it hard. It made me Probably beat the game about 9 to 10 hours. If you liked any of the first two, I would say play this one, or either of the first two. I only played the second one. I like that game, and I enjoyed this one. At least the gameplay wise of how much. I mean, I just like the game style. I mean, the art was awesome. It was the first game in a very long time that has made my computer I'd have to put it on lower than very high or ultra to play. So there's a lot going on there. If you are questioning whether or not to play it on a console or on PC, if you can, definitely play it on PC because it looks better. And take your time. It took me longer to go through it because I was doing it on hard, and I was kind of on loot everything mode, and I didn't really pay attention to a lot of things, although I was trying to get all the Vox recorders and different stuff to keep the story going, so I was kind of figuring stuff out as it went. But if you really rush through that game, it won't seem as good as it could be because you're not paying attention to all the little things. And really, if you're keen on being perceptive or whatever, if you're perceptive, keep an eye out for all sorts of foreshadowing and things, because the game will make a lot more sense if you're actually paying attention to it. And otherwise, I didn't do much else. I got it on Steam, so I'll start playing XCOM Enemy Unknown, or whatever it's called. And I'm not a huge fan of turn-based strategy, and after a while the game just started getting really tedious to me, and I really don't like losing units to really nonsense things, you know? Like, the game will spawn guys on near you or on you, and then your best guy dies, and it's like, why am I playing? I don't feel like reloading this and trying again. So it's just, I don't know. I might give it another chance. It's not really my kind of game. Otherwise, what else have I been doing? We could sit here and dig out a bunch of Sandal episode, but I'm not going to do that to you guys, so we're not going to have a full episode today. Yeah, I've been kind of on not wanting to play Minecraft and doing videos mode. I was kind of not going to do this episode, but I decided instead to do a little something. I'm alive. I'm still working. Eventually get around to build. What else? Yeah. I'm just kind of being disgruntled about the whole YouTube thing recently, especially with YouTube breathing down my throat about this song and introduction that was made for me by a friend, and I have full permissions to use. They don't believe I have those permissions, and they don't have anyone you can tell to do that. You can't send somebody an email to show them proof of these things, except for like a stupid form they might send you, and then they won't even read it. It's just nonsense. I absolutely hate. I'm getting really sick of this crap that YouTube is pulling, and I wish there was a viable alternative, because this is nonsense. I mean, 2013, we shouldn't be regressing on customer service. It's stupid. And that's exactly what's happening here. So yeah, it's just kind of making me not want to make LPs anymore, and all that. But I still want to make videos. Ordered a 3D printer today, and I'm super excited to look into getting that. I want to start doing things that are more in tune to what I want to do with my life than sit here and make YouTube videos. So we'll see how it goes, and I want to make videos related to that at the same time, to 3D printing and other stuff that I do that isn't playing video games. So we'll see. If you're a subscriber and not one of the ones who seems to be abandoning me because I'm a negative subscriber, my subscriber trend is negative currently. Like, I will don't be surprised if it eventually, my entire channel changes into something different because nobody decided to watch my YouTube videos, my LPs. But well, it's gonna be time. It's just time is gonna tell. Well, it's hard to keep this area lit up. But if you watch this little update, thanks for watching. I'll be back on Monday for episode 45. And hopefully we'll have a treat in store for all of you. Thanks for watching again. I'll see you next time.